What is up, y'all? Welcome back to PT Mondays. You just seen last week how the PT Cruiser did, or how it was done, finished, ready to go. Well, ran it, and it did surprisingly well. I didn't even expect to do that great, especially considering I had to run against trucks. Yes, I got thrown into the mini truck class. Why? I don't know. Whatever. So I went out there and I did what I did. And the car held up surprisingly well. So, come around here. As you can see, it's not in the garage. Oh, focus. It's not on the trailer. Buddy's car. He's going to run it again. Car's really not hurt that bad. We come around here. Uh-oh. Yeah, she don't look too bad at all. Doesn't look too bad at all. Come around yonder. Front frame really isn't hurt much. It did start bending a little bit, but not much at all. Doors ripped open. Not too bad. That's a little bit. Now the business end. She's just a tad bit shorter. And she packed in perfectly. Straight in and bald. And I'll go in detail here in a minute. What's that? Uh-oh. That would be... There you have it. Hopefully you can see that. Sunlight's going to get it. Yeah, there you go. Vanderbilt County Fair. First place in the mini trucks. What you know about that? Was not expecting that. Flag still up. Drove her off the track. She did get really hot though. As you can tell, I haven't done anything to it yet. Literally, this is how it was at the end of the heat. Just like this. The only thing that a buddy of mine did before we loaded on the trailer was he took a sledgehammer and beat some of the sheet metal back away from the tires a little bit because it was rubbing a little bit on this side. So he just beat that away to clearance it. That's it. We haven't done anything to this since then. Today is Sunday for me. Derby was last night. By the time you see this, it'll be a week later. But yeah. Car did amazingly well. I'm actually really surprised. It did get hot though. For some reason I'm having a cooling issue. And once the thing gets up to temperature, it starts spewing all the coolant right out of it. All the water. And it was about like 8 to 10 minutes. The heat lasted about 8 to 10 minutes. And this thing was hot at the end of it, to where I was having to neutral drop it because I had no power. Luckily I was able to hang in there just long enough to wait out the other guy for him to overheat, and his truck kept shutting down and wouldn't keep going, and I was able to just squeak it out with it being hot. It never once stalled. Never once stalled or anything. It just kept on chugging along. Other than the lack of power and have to neutral drop it to make a decent hit, the car did amazing well. Like right off the bat, the thing was zippy. And making hard hits against a very, very tough mini truck hurts. It kind of rocked me pretty good. As you can see, lost the back bumper. Not a big deal. Looks like I'm gonna have to kind of fix this a little bit, maybe weld this seam back up or whatever. That's where the hatch is starting to pull through, but not a big deal. I mean, it absolutely packed nicely. It's actually starting to fold here at the doors, as you can see. She packed in all the way to the wheel wells and started to fold these doors a little bit. And look at this. This couldn't have packed any nicer. Absolutely beautiful right to the wheel wells and pretty much stopped. And now it's just the doors are starting to go, but not much. The floor pan here is just a tad bit buckled, not much at all. Come over this side. Oh, you got a seam here for the filler neck ripped, but not a big deal. But she packed in beautifully. Absolutely beautiful. I still got plenty of visibility. Don't mind the roof sign being ratchet strapped down. It's just so I get in and out of the garage with it. And it's absolutely beautiful. The rear suspension's not even touched. As far as I know, both back wheels are still straight. Yeah, they're still straight. Car still drives fine. Got a little bit here, a little rubbage. Got a gouge in the door. I'm probably going to have to pull it out and patch it just for safety, but not much. My grab strap here that used to be down here, it actually popped out. So I had the GoPro going, so you'll probably see it in the GoPro. To where I had to end up having to grab hold of the cage to look backwards. Come around here, the front fenders took a little bit, but not much. The front frame, actually very surprising, and I did use the front of this a few times pretty hard. Got the hood a little bit here, nothing crazy. This fender's a little bit bangled, but not much. Easily can pull it out. It rubbed a little bit. I've already pulled it out a little bit, but I can easily just pull that rust away out and it's good to go. The front frame. Now, I gotta get the hood open to see if there's any more, but it really doesn't look like this frame rail moved at all. Maybe just the very slightest bit. I come around this side. I did notice this side took a little bit more, but even then, very surprising. Just a very small buckle right here where I knew it's going to start kinking. So I can stick a patch plate on there and that'd be good. Looks like I still got plenty of clearance between my pulleys. Didn't lose no belts. This has gotten a little closer, which this core support was already damaged anyway. My homemade motor mount held. Looks like my struts are still good. Yeah. If you remember this exhaust tip, I don't know if you can tell, but it changed colors. It was so hot. Now, I actually need to get the hood open and see if there's anything melted or whatnot, and figure out what's going on with this cooling system, because it gets hot really quick. I might have to put a fan on it or something. There might be just an air bubble in the cooling system, or maybe even the water pump could have gone bad. I don't know. But either way, the car never stalled. It just kept going, even without no water in the cooling system. The thing was hot. It just kept going. Absolutely surprising. I was expecting to get creamed out there. And I ended up, drove very smart and outdrove the other trucks because I could outmaneuver them easily. Brought home the win. My very first truck trophy. And I got 600 bucks in my pocket. Not a bad deal. I'll take it. And the car's really not hurt. Very minimal work to fix it and get ready to go again. Very surprising. A lot of people are watching this, trying to see what this car is capable of, and a lot of people are shocked by how well it did, especially going against trucks. You know, if I would have been able to get into the mini car class like it's supposed to have been, I may have won that one too. The car held up really well. It at least, you know, go down fighting pretty good in the minis. So it's been a very surprising car. I would build another one of these cars in a heartbeat. These things are straight up nasty cars. Now I know what they're capable of. I bet a whole bunch more people will go out and start getting these now. I bet the value of these cars go up in my area. These badass cars. I'd run another one of these anytime I get a chance to. I don't know if I'd want to go against trucks again, because that hurt. That kind of hurt a little bit. Yeah, so I didn't break the seat. Yeah. That's always nice when I do that. That's always nice. And yeah, you could tell how hard I was hitting. The stack actually dented the hood. So the motor kind of moved a little bit. Might need to check the motor mounts because I was neutral dropping it pretty bad. Just trying to get this thing to chug along. Once it got rolling, it'd pull power again, but it'd pull some power. Just a small little coolant issue. Maybe even upgrade the radiator to an aluminum one, to a better one. Yeah, I know that the front frame's actually decent on it. We'll take it somewhere else and run it again. I'm thinking about probably just putting this in the garage and wait until next year and bring it out. So there you have it. There's your conclusion on how tough a PT Cruiser is that's welded up like this. And going against mini trucks. And one of those trucks was a nasty sumbitch. I'm telling you. I didn't think I had a chance. I really had to drive my butt off. And I was able to play the smart game. Got him. Brought home the win. It's crazy. Really did not expect this car to do that well. Very pleased with it. First car ever that's made me money. Like, I'm seriously in the profit. I was pretty break even on this car to begin with. And now I'm probably 600 in profit. Very proud of this car. But there you have it. There's how you know how tough a PT is. Ultimate test. So let me know in the comments what you think. I got the GoPro footage, but I don't really have much, you know, from the stands. I wasn't really filming or anything. I was just really kind of focusing on driving. But I'll do what I can on footage. Go from there. Yeah. Let me know in the comments what you think of this car. Definitely underrated. For sure. So to the next one. Later, y'all.